Okay, kind of going from top to bottom. There's two Chuck Norton 1050 Dominators up there. It does have the burst panel in the front of the sheet metal intake. You got MSD ignition coming up here. You can see your fuel regulators for all the fuel and nitrous setup. And basically you got a single pump over here for the nitrous. You got your other pump on this side for your fuel supply. You can see your remote oil filter there. It does have the vacuum pump. There's your breather setup. Catch can over here. You got a trans cooler with separate fan. I like the setup how we did that you got plenty of breathing for the radiator and separate breathing for the trans cooler there. It does have alternator, as I mentioned, just for me. I personally did it for ease of use, counting on being on a one-man show as I ran the car. Take a peek at the nitrous stuff. There are the custom-built J. Marshall headers that are jet hot coated, so it has a ceramic coating. There are the little nuts here, so if somebody wanted to monitor individual tube exhaust gases, that's an easy enough thing to put on the car. That was thought about ahead of time. And you got pretty good ease of use in terms of working on the car. Lock and dipstick for the transmission. And so with the front clip off, certainly you can work on the car with it on there. It's easy enough, but you got a lot of room, ease of use, easy access. Pretty well thought out front end stuff in terms of ease of use of how the front end slides on and off. And there's just one little wire to remember to disconnect, a little yellow wire down there that runs the headlights that are wired as so. It is set up as a quick release, so if you were in a hurry, you wouldn't tear up the lights. It just pulls out as a little butt connector. Sometimes it's just a good idea to get a sense again of peeking out through the engine compartment or driver compartment to the engine compartment where things are, just to give you a little perspective. And you can come up here and I'll just remind you that the fire nozzle stuff comes all the way up to the front of the engine compartment there. And then there's a secondary one over here on the firewall.